This is the Rangers POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Texas Rangers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
What a difference a day makes, and what a difference a clutch home run makes. What a burger. As the Rangers outslug the Astros to win the game in round 3 of the Silver Boot Series, 4-2 the final. Man, what a big win. Huge win. And here we go. Welcome into the Rangers POSTCAST, your team every day, and in our case, your team every single game. My name is Jeff Biggs, longtime host and reporter. Thank you very much for watching Locked On Sports Rangers, your destination after every single game. You can also find us on the Locked On Rangers podcast feed. That is where you'll find the great work of the great Bryce Paterick each and every day. And I know that Bryce will have a lot to say about this weekend and also a great look ahead to yet another showdown coming up with the best team in baseball, at least record-wise, the Brewers, which begins tomorrow night. But no doubt about it, last night was brutal. I was upset. I think I might have ripped Jake Berger a little bit last night, but I'm glad he responded. And more importantly, I'm glad that the Rangers bounced back and got a huge win today. 4-2, they get it done, and here we go. Always helps better when the music's ready to start. Not the timing I was hoping for. There we go.
This is what you'll be talking about.
All right, let's get to it. Final game and the rubber game of the Silver Boot Series showdown, round 3 with the Astros. They'll play in Houston in a bit, but how would the roller coaster Rangers respond after last night's beatdown? Well, they did score first. Bottom of the second, Dylan Moore, a 2-out base hit to right. It's one thing, we can talk about last night and the struggles that the Rangers have had, but one thing I think we all have to agree on and can't deny, it's really kind of ironic and kind of weird when you think about it. As much as they've struggled offensively in a lot of occasions, they've actually become really good at hitting with 2 outs. It's the weirdest thing. It doesn't make any sense at all, but I would say more than half, could be wrong, but just guessing over the last month and a half, couple of months, most of the Rangers offense has come without after 2 outs, or at least it seems that way. Anyway, Dylan Moore, 2-out base hit to right, stole second base, and then what should have been a strikeout of Jonah Heim. The ball got away from Yainer Diaz. By the way, Yainer Diaz normally doesn't catch Framber Valdez, but because of that, just that embarrassing cross-up fiasco that they're going to have to live with in Houston. Because of that, ball got away. Diaz threw to first base. It hit Heim, and Jonah was able to score. Moore was able to score, I should say. And because it hit Jonah, Moore was able to score. That gave the Rangers the 1-0 lead. And if you watch the replay, Jonah initially is running on kind of the outside, and then he made his way inside. And I think Yainer, as he was looking at first base, saw the opening, and then it's almost like perfectly timed by Jonah. He got in front of it and got hit, and the Rangers were able to get the first run. That was big. So, speaking of working out, it worked out there, and got to give some love to the glove. Great defense again today by the Rangers, much better than what we saw last night. I thought Ezekiel Elliott made just a spectacular catch in the 4th inning, running out into left field. Can't say enough about what those kinds of plays can do for a team to give a team the boost, and he looked great. On the mound, just another outstanding start for Patrick Corbin. I mean, this guy has just been lights out. I mean, I remember when the Rangers signed him right before the season started, and they got crushed for signing Corbin. It was the worst signing ever. This guy is horrible. And I mean, he has turned out to be, without a doubt, one of their most valuable players, I think, without a doubt, this season. No disrespect to Nate, no disrespect to Jacob deGrom, but I mean, he has been steady. I think he's only had like one, maybe 2 games, 2 starts where kind of got away from him a little bit, but if I'm not mistaken, every other one has been not only a quality start, but a start where he absolutely gave the Rangers the chance to win the game. So huge start for Patrick Corbin. I felt bad for him. He was pulled in the 6th after the Astros tied the game, but ended up going 5 2/3, 1 run, 3 hits, 1 walk, 5 Ks, and that 1-1 tie did not last long. In fact, didn't really last long at all, because in the bottom of the 6th.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Once again, it all started with 2 outs. Cody Freeman, a 2-out base hit. Josh Young, a clutch 2-out RBI double to give the Rangers the lead again, 2-1. And then Jake Berger, a 2-run blast to right center. I know I ripped him and Jock Peterson last night, but hey, I'm glad to be wrong. Glad he proved me wrong today. Got the big hit, and that was it. The Astros were able to get a run from Phil Maton, but got that big home run, clutch home run from Jake Berger. And boy, I mean, they look like a completely different team today than they did last night. And hopefully, you heard Corey Seager is going to have another visit with the doctor tomorrow. We'll get, I'm sure, an update on him. Hopefully, Adolis will be back in about a week. And little minor note, but Marcus Semien is out of the walking boot. So, you know, there's I think a real legit chance that they could get back. But in the meantime, Rangers have got to hang in there, got to keep winning as many games as they can. They weren't able to gain ground on Seattle. Game and a half back with 18 left to play, but they did get back ahead of the Royals again, and they just need to keep winning with another huge series coming up tomorrow night with Milwaukee. All right, when we come back, want to hear from you via the Rangers comment crew. We will do that when we return. This is the Rangers Postcast. And I want to tell you about what's going on at Monarch Money, because most people can't name all their financial accounts or even what they're worth, whether it's 401ks, properties, or investments. And when you don't have the full picture, you can end up leaving money on the table. That's why there is Monarch Money. It's an all-in-one personal finance tool that brings your entire financial life together in one clean, easy-to-use interface on your laptop or on your phone. Monarch is built for people who have busy lives. If you've put off kind of organizing your finances, Monarch is for you. Monarch does the heavy lifting for you. You can link all your accounts in minutes. You can see clear data visuals, get smart categorization of your spending, and finally really feel like you're in control of your money without ever touching a spreadsheet. So don't let financial opportunity slip through the cracks. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com in your browser, or for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarchmoney.com with code LOCKEDONMLB. And we've been giving a lot of love to Zippix. This episode is brought to you by Zippix toothpicks. Whether you're looking for nicotine satisfaction or an energy boost, Zippix has you covered with their nicotine and caffeine infused toothpicks. Now, for nicotine users, Zippix provides a discreet way to satisfy cravings and the hand-to-mouth habit without vaping or smoking. Zippix can be a helpful tool as you work to reduce your dependence on vaping, and it's available in 6 great flavors with 2 milligrams and 3 milligram nicotine options. And if you need energy without the crash, their caffeine toothpicks are really a game changer. So go to zippixtoothpicks.com, use code LOCKEDON for 10% off your first order. Must be 21 or older to order. Warning, nicotine is an addictive chemical. That's zippixtoothpicks.com, promo code LOCKEDON. Zip more, smoke less with Zippix toothpicks. All right, it is great to be back with you on this Sunday. Rangers beat the Astros to win the rubber game and the series 4-2 the final with the big blast, the 2-run homer by Jake Berger in the bottom of the 6th as the Rangers jump on Framber Valdez, 3 runs in the 6th inning, and that would be the ball game. Alf leading us off on the Sunday. Alf, hope you and Shirley are having a great weekend. Thank you for getting in. Alf says, well, a better game than yesterday, but still looking pretty inept at hitting. I think that was kind of in the middle of the game there. So let me scroll down here. Can someone explain what happened with the Heim strikeout but error? I was close, but have looked away. Glad they got a home run. That's Peace Train. Yeah, so basically, when you strike out like that, if the catcher doesn't get the ball and it got away from Diaz, you have to throw the ball to first base. And so Diaz was given an error because when he threw to first, it hit Heim and got away, rolled away after it hit Heim, and Moore was already running from second base because he stole second base and then was able to score, and that's how they got the run. Texas Hobby Ben says, there we go. Great bounce back win. Mark says, yeah, wasn't that nice? Texas Hobby Ben, that was really good. Really good bounce back win. Can't say enough. Mark says Armstrong is the new closer. I hope so. I think there's a certain Rangers POSTCAST host that has kind of been calling for that since like June. So good to see he's finally kind of getting that opportunity. And I hope, more importantly, in all seriousness, I hope that he continues to pitch well. Too bad Seattle won. Yeah, but it's okay. 18, that's a lot of games left. It doesn't seem like a lot, but we've seen things can change in a week. So most important thing, you got to keep winning. Texas Hobbyman says, I definitely noticed the defensive difference without our star players. Yeah, absolutely. Great point. And yeah, that's it. TCG says, fun fact, the Rangers won this game. That's your fun fact for the day. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I mean, bottom line is, again, as bad as last night was, the Astros had their chances on Friday night, and the Rangers got the win. And today they mixed it up. The Rangers have had a hard time against lefties. Framber Valdez has pitched well against them. He was motivated after that whole cross-up fiasco. So that was a good move by Joe Espada, and yet it didn't work. I mean, the bottom line is the Rangers won the series. You can say this, you can say that. Yeah, they're in first place. The Astros are, but the Rangers won the series. So that's that's it for now. They'll meet again in a little while in Houston, but in the meantime, the Rangers have to keep winning. TCG says, all joking aside, Patrick Corbin is definitely the MVP of the season for the Rangers. Hard to dispute that, the way that he has pitched. Hard to dispute that right now. Isaac says that sixth inning was the difference in the game, all with 2 outs. Isaac says didn't gain ground, but at least stayed at a game and a half back. BB says way to fight back from whatever that was yesterday. Corbin did pretty good considering the jam in the 6th. Good for Heim and Young. We need to crown the Burger King as the MVP for this series. I like it. Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. Hey, I mean, the Astros, say what you want. I know they're kind of scuffling, but you knew that they were going to, you knew that they were going to get something going at some point, and they got that run. But again, what I love about Corbin and really this Rangers rotation, for the most part, they haven't let games get out of hand. And good to see even Phil Maton. Yeah, I gave up that run, but got the big strikeout, and so good for him, good for the bullpen, good for Corbin. And again, what a difference though too when you get some good defense and you get a couple of clutch hits. Young's double and the home run for Berger. Ethan Cantu says Royals just lost, so we are game and a half back. Yeah, and the Royals are now 2 games back. Ethan says tough series with the Brewers coming up, and then the Mets. Yeah, but you know what? You got to play, and really, it's about you and just you. The Rangers have got to win. I mean, they got to play who's in front of them, and they can't worry about any of that. They just got to find a way to keep winning, and especially at home, right? The Rangers have been really good at home. They got to at least go for the sweep, which will be hard, but at the very least, try to win another series. Texas Hobby Bin says this guy kind of looks like the Cowboys squad show host. Yeah, we're going to be on Wednesday night with our midweek look ahead, and then we'll be on after the game. Now, next Sunday is going to be weird, so I'll let you know later in the week. But between that, the Rangers post, the Cowboys post, and I'm doing the national radio for the Eagles and the Chiefs Super Bowl rematch. So it's going to be kind of a weird day, but we'll get through it and we'll get it done and look forward to it. A couple more here before we say goodbye on this Sunday. Ethan, love the comments, buddy. Thank you for getting in. Really appreciate it. Mark says the Brewers series will be tough. Resplendent A says Brewers series is going to show if this team can hang in the playoffs. Okay. I like that. TCG says who's starting tomorrow? Latz. I believe so. They haven't announced that yet, but I like that. Yeah. And he's actually, to Jacob's credit, he's actually pitched pretty well. He has done a really good job in these spot starts, and he's made a couple of them in a row now. So hopefully he's in a good rhythm and a good routine, and facing the Brewers for the first time. They'll be facing him for the first time, and we will see how it goes. Texas Hobbyman says, I want the silver boot. I like that. Big Z says the silver boot looks to be coming back to where it belongs. I like that. Keith, there's Keith. Let's go. And there you go. Let's go, and let's enjoy this win today, and we will do it again tomorrow night. Can't wait. Monday night baseball between the Rangers and the Brewers. Hopefully you can join me after the game. Don't forget to check out Bryce tomorrow and his show. He'll have a full episode, again, recapping the weekend and getting ready for the Brew Crew. But enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a great night and enjoy this win. Final score, the Rangers take the rubber game and the series. They outslug the Astros 4-2. This has been the Rangers Postcast.